So I've been trading nearly a decade now, and most people quit before they just turn profitable. In this video, I'm going to show you the 6 signs that you're going to be a profitable trader if you just stick with it. First of all, is going to be mindset, and the mindset itself is that when you lose a trade, you are no longer emotional towards losing that trade. So I'm going to show you that example now. Is if we go over to last week's trade on NZDCHF, placed a short trade from a head and shoulders pattern that went down into 2% in profit. So with my strategy, when 2% profit, we put stop loss to entry, meaning the trade is now risk free. What happened was price pulled back up just before evening time, and then at 10 p.m. open/close, we have a bigger spread from the brokers. And we normally make sure stop loss to entry before then, or we don't place any trades around that. And what happened was the spread jumped from about 2 to 3 pips to about 20 pips. And as you can see, we only had 10 pips here between where price was to where our entry point was, which is where I'd move my stop loss to, meaning we got taken out of the trade for break even. So we didn't make any money, but we didn't lose any money. And for that, I didn't care. It didn't faze me. I've learned enough, been trading long enough, and had enough data that is just part of trading and my strategies. And I did what was correct for my strategy by putting stop loss to entry. And that's what we mean by when you just basically say, right, okay, I hit stop loss, it hit break even, the trade did whatever happened, I got spiked out because of news. You just don't care anymore because you've got the data. Then into the second reason why is journaling or reviewing your trade. So then going back over, go, right, okay, the trade itself was correct. Did it meet criteria? Yeah. So I've got a traders checklist right in front of me here, written down, and I write all my trades down, but I'll show you that now. You can find that inside the Limitless Trading Club. So before you try and screenshot or try and look at that quickly, you will now find that because that's free inside the Limitless Trading Club. We're going to over to here, and we're going to go over to the resources section. Once you log yourself in, made a free account, you can come all the way down, and we're going to the traders checklist. So what we do is how we journal trades is before we place them, we fill this out completely. Yeah, and if it doesn't meet this, then we don't place the trade. And you can adapt this to your trading strategy. This is made for my trading strategy, the MSB and MSBC, and that's what some of the Limitless Trading Club members are learning and they use on a daily basis. So if this doesn't meet criteria, we don't enter the trade. Obviously it met criteria because we placed the trade, but then we just go back over and go, right, okay, we have a look at that, make sure everything was correct, but we've now worked out over a time frame of 6 months that if we place a trade on Euro USD with a 20 pip stop loss, it hits stop loss straight away. Okay, well that means that we need a bigger stop loss than 20 pips on Euro USD because it's a bigger mover. So that's what we're looking for. You've got to review trades even if they hit stop loss or hit break even or if they hit TP. So that's just a thing that when you start reviewing your trades, you start to understand you're on that, you're on the not the hill, you're in the dip, and you're just starting to work your way back up to be a profitable trader. So you've, what does Alex call it, Sam? In the dip, unformed optimism, and then you start getting good at pessimism. That's it, and then you start getting good at it, and then you come up to be a professional in whatever you're looking at. So reason number 3 that you are becoming a profitable trader from a trader's point of view that's had 8 years trading experience is that you're starting to think in a longer term or time frame. So for instance, normally you'd just be trying to place one trade all the time, thinking about that one trade, placing 20 trades a week, and you're really getting onto the idea of being short-term thinking about every single little trade you're placing. Well, now you're starting to think about a longer time frame. You're starting to think about 6 months, 12 months, couple of years time. Where am I going to be in 5 years time in my trading? Yeah. So that then helps by, if you have a losing trade, it's not the end of the world. You can understand, right, in my head, I've lost 2 trades, but my trading strategy is going to lose trades. All trading strategies do. And for me, my trading strategy, if I place 10 trades, I'm probably going to lose 5 to 6 of them trades at stop loss. But with risk to reward ratio, which is something else you can learn inside the Limitless Trading Club, if you don't know what that is that I'm going to still be a profitable trader, even though I've lost more trades than I've won. So again, bigger time frame mindset is really going to help your trading and make you relax and be more enjoy the process of trading, again, as well as making you more money because you're thinking about a longer term frame and longer returns from that time frame itself. So then we look into something else. So that was mindset, the 3 mindsets we've just gone over. Then we're going to look into is trade execution. what are you doing when you're placing trades? So there's 3 signs you're going to be profitable by just what you do when you place a trade. So first of all, you're going to be waiting for trade setups. Yeah, when you first start being a trader, you want to enter everything you get your fingers on. You're making trades in your head. You're not got any sort of system in place. Well, now you're understanding that you've got to let trades come to you via the market. Yeah, so you're waiting. It's a waiting game all the time. All the time you're waiting. I may not place a trade for I don't know, 7 to 10 days. And then I might place 4 trades in the same day or in the same 2 or 3 days. So you just got to do the same again and again and again. But you just got to wait for trades to come to you. And we'll show you that now. If I'm looking at my analysis, I've got 4 setups waiting. But this morning, I come in this morning, done my chart analysis, uploaded it to the Limitless Trading Club members, so everyone can see what I'm looking at for the week ahead. And we're just now waiting all the time. We just come and check the charts. Check the charts. And we're not doing that every hour. We're doing that every 4 to 6 hours. I come in, check them in the morning, then I check them after the gym, then I check them before I go to bed, and we're just checking all the time on what is coming in. So that's what we're on. So if you go in here, look, Euro USD was waiting for a pullback, price pullback even further. That trade is no longer invalid. Yeah, so that trade, we got to wipe that trade off. We can come down AED CAD. We're waiting for a push up, then a pullback. That has happened. Price has pushed up. We're now a little bit further, then we're looking for a pullback. AED JPY. Again, we're waiting for that push and that pullback. It is happening, but we've got to wait. These trades may be 2 days, 3 days time before we can enter. So you're waiting for trades to come to you instead of just entering trades because of emotion and being scared of missing out, or FOMO, as we call it in the trading terms. So that's number 4. So we're going to step away from setups, and then a big part of this, which a lot of people really fuck up when they first start trading, is risk management. Risking the same on all the trades you place. And if you're following trades, or you're doing signals, or whatever you're doing, and the person who's meant to be a expert in the trading field is placing all the same lot sizes on all of his trades, he's a fucking moron, and do not follow him for anything, because that's why you're losing money. Yeah, every trade should have a different lot size on that trade, because the stop loss will be different sizes, and also the currency pair is different. Yeah, I can't have a 30 pip stop on AED CAD and on Euro USD and expect them to be the same, because they're different currency pairs. If we go on here, we go on to trading view, go back through the watch list. If I'm looking at this trade here at 34 pips, yeah, at 35 pips, sorry, and then I look at AED CAD again for another example, and put a 34 pip stop on that again, it's going to be a different setup all the time. One long, yeah, we enter there, we put a 35 pip stop on it. It's going to be different again, because the currency pairs are still different. Even though you've got the same size stop loss, it's going to be different. If you've got a £100,000 account, you want every trade to be £1,000 if it hits stop loss, or if it hits TP for 1 to 2, you want 2 grand out of it, yeah? So you want to calculate that all the time so it's the same. Otherwise, no good, and you might as well go under the bed. From that, we are then looking at is the final one. So this is number 6. Item number 6, why you are a profitable trader, is that you're starting to understand the currency pairs you are trading. So if you've got trading view, you should have, if you're serious about trading, you should pay for the premium trading view, and you should have a watch list down this side. You can see my watch list, and over time you shorten that watch list from 27 currency pairs down to 4 or 5 currency pairs, and you understand what each currency pair does and why they are different, and why each one needs a different size stop loss and has a different size take profit. Sometimes, like a Euro USD trade, needs a bigger stop loss because it's a fast mover, but then it will do a bigger push in pips. So let's say it might do a 250 pip push on average, where on enter DCHF, you can have a smaller stop because it is a slower mover. So you may only need a 30 pip stop instead of a 50 pip stop, but actually the average push on that is only 100 pips. So you go, mate, I can have 30 pip stop, but I can only just get over a 1 to 3. Where again, if you've got another mover like AD CAD will do big pushes, but you can also have a small stop loss. So you can normally get like a 1 to 6 out of that, because it'll do like a 200 pip push, but you can have a 20 to 25 pip stop loss. So you start understanding what each currency pair does differently and how you can use that to your advantage on your trading strategy you have.
If I'm picking currency pairs, would you go with all the same, so they've always got like USD in it or Euro?
No, I would go different. As you can see there, I've got a very good point there, Sam. I've got Euro USD, AUD CAD, AUD JPY, NZD CHF, and Euro NZD. So I've got 2 Euro pairs. I've got 1 NZD in there. I've got 2 NZD, 1 CHF. We've got 2 yen pairs, 2 AUD pairs. So I'm trying to be diversified in differences. If you've got a week that's got loads of USD news and you've got loads of USD trades pairs in there, you're going to have a bad week for trading. Yeah, if you've got GBP USD, Euro USD, NZD USD, and your GBP USD as well, you're going to end up having a bad week, because every time you place a trade, news is going to come interrupt that. But again, if you've got all Euro or if you've got all yen pairs, try and mix it up. What I would do is, if you've been placing trades on, like let's say you've been trading for 6 months, work out on your list which ones you find best to trade, and also from data, which ones are you more profitable on, or which ones are you more consistent on. Again, just because you're not profitable on that pair, are you placing more trades on that because it works better for your strategy? Yes. So data is what you need to work out what your watch list will be, and that will help you be a profitable trader once you put that extra little bit of work in. You've put most of the work in, you need that extra 3 months, and then you're going to start becoming a profitable trader.
My other advice would be, if you've got a mentor, like if you was in a Limitless Trading Club, then I would mostly make sure that I've got, if I was choosing currency pairs, 1, 2 or 3 of the currency pairs that my mentor is using himself, just to make it a little bit easier, so you can compare notes and analysis, where if you've got all different pairs to your mentor that's trading, or he doesn't trade
it just makes it a little bit harder.
Yes.
Where if you've got 2 of my, let's say you've got 6 pairs and you've got 2 the same as me inside the Limitless Trading Club, on a Monday morning when I upload the weekly when I add in the weekly overview video, you can actually see what I'm looking at on that currency pair, and you can go, oh, I didn't spot that, I didn't see that, oh, okay, I had something different to them, right? And then you can work with that and try and think like your mentor, because that's basically what you want to do. So a full wrap on that video and the reality check is that if you aren't doing any of the 6 things I've just said, then you're still a little bit behind, but you can still be profitable. So now you know what you need to do, you can build on that and work towards the 6 things I've discussed that make you a profitable trader in the future. So go ahead, write them down, and just go through step by step on how you can improve to be better at them things that are listed in the video. Profitable trades are boring. Yeah, if you place a profitable trade back to back, or once you've got a profitable strategy, it's boring. It's the same stuff. Get up, get in the office, check the charts, wait for trades to come in, place the trade, see if the trade hit stop loss, no it's hit TP, yes it's hit stop loss, review the trade, place the next one. It's the same stuff over and over and over and over again, but what makes it good is the freedom. Yeah, that's the idea of this. We can make good money from a short amount of period, from anywhere we like, and then you can be elsewhere wherever you want to be. So that's the idea of it.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, but boring equals to consistency, yeah? And then consistency equals to profit, get paid. So we want boring trades. We want the boring same stuff over and over, not exciting, same stuff, like a boring business, yeah? Same stuff all over, all over, all over. Don't want anything exciting. You can make good money from boring businesses or the same repetitive thing. You only get good by doing reps, the same thing. Go to the gym, you squat, yeah? You squat 1 week, you squat next week, you squat the week after. You just keep doing squats, yeah? Your weight will get better, you will get better, but you're still doing the same fucking exercise that we do all the time. Today is Monday and we will be doing squats today, and it will be the same squats that I did last week, but with the same heaviness and just in the same position, but we just keep doing that to get better. So head over to the Limitless Trading Club YouTube channel where you will find more trading educational content. If not, head over to limitlesstradingclub.com where you can sign up and join our free trading community to up your trading level.